Welcome to Learning to Live with Dementia. This is Lesson 5, Making Choices to Live Well.
Well, basically, since I've been an adult, I've been able to make my own choices, good or bad. And there have been some bad ones, just like with everybody. I've got things that I regret, but I can't blame anybody but myself. It was my choice. And that's why if families and those professionals that work with people with cognitive decline can understand the concept I said earlier about that they're seeing the world differently, their choice would be different because they're seeing it differently. That doesn't mean the choice is wrong necessarily. Now, of course, there are dangerous situations, not talking about that, but the simple everyday decisions, they can still, and I just, people don't put themselves in somebody else's place and think, how would you feel if somebody took that decision away from you? They just don't think about it in that way. They just automatically say, no, that's dangerous. You can't do that. So, and sure, there are dangerous things, but you have to let people at least try.
Oh, it's extremely important because if I don't make the choice and changes when I can, that means somebody else is going to have to do it for me. And though if I'm still rational, it's going to create a really bad situation between the two people. It's now going to create arguments of which I, as the patient, aren't going to have control of. People are going to say, oh, he just doesn't have the mind or capacity to do that. So we're going to do this for you.
The stigma of dementia, the negative and false beliefs we hear about dementia, tells us that people with dementia can no longer make any choices or decisions. This is not true. It might be more difficult to make choices because having dementia means that you're having some trouble with your thinking. This could be difficulty in processing information or thinking through different outcomes from decisions. You might have difficulty expressing your choices because for many people with dementia, they might have difficulty with finding words and communication. You might need more help from others in making decisions. This doesn't mean that they should make decisions for you, but with you. This is why you need to share with others what's important to you. It's also important to talk with others about how you want them to support you in making decisions, especially if it becomes more difficult for you to make decisions as time goes on. Just because you're living with dementia doesn't mean all of your choices are taken away from you. You have the right to make choices for your own life. Making choices is an important part of living well with dementia. Meet Dad, who lives with a type of dementia. Dad's son and his wife are Dad's support partners.
I'm not really dealing with you right now.
If he gets tired, then why can't he just stay in the hotel room?
Really? You think that is safe?
Think what is safe? You talking about Mac?
No, you.
Me?
Dad, have a seat.
A seat? Oh, this is serious. I need a piece of coffee cake and a coffee then. Right now I'm ready to talk.
Dad, we're feeling worried about the trip. There are so many variables.
We don't know if you make it the whole day. You know the kids will want to stay until the fireworks.
So do I.
And what happens if we all want to go on a ride and you can't because of your AFib?
I suppose I'll sit and wave at you.
What if you get tired and want to go back to the room?
Then I'll tough it out, or
one of us takes you back to the room.
Right.
It's just that we've saved up for this vacation. We want it to be good for the kids.
If I go, it won't be good for the kids?
No, that's not what we're saying.
I guess we're worried if it will be too much for you.
So, what if it is too much for me? Maybe it's my last chance for me to do something that might be too much for me.
I do know the kids really want you to come.
Look, I don't have very many more trips in me. And there are a few rides I'd still like to try, so I'll pay my way and get a connecting room to your room.
That sounds good.
I want to do things. I can walk pretty good. I can still eat whatever. I want to experience everything I can for as long as I can. You both have been so kind to me, but I'm not fragile and I'm not going to break. Let's talk it through.
Okay, but I'm getting a piece of that coffee cake first.
At first, Dad's family seems to be making choices for him rather than with him. They start by talking about their concerns without involving Dad or hearing his perspective. Dad advocates for himself by telling his family that he would like to be involved in this discussion. When Dad becomes a part of the conversation, he can respond to the concerns his family has from his perspective and share what he wants. Dad has made the choice that he wants to go on the trip and is willing to adapt to the plan so he can go. There are always choices. Adapting to a situation is a choice because you are choosing to keep doing something even if you have to do it differently. Choices can be big or small. Even if choices are small, like what you want to eat or what you want to wear, making these choices can give you control in your life and can help you focus on what you can do. What are some ways you can keep making choices? You can be an advocate for yourself and tell people your choices, what's important to you. You can encourage people around you to ask your perspective about your choice and really try to understand it. Have trust in people around you, being willing to hear their perspective and their possible concerns about a choice you want to make. You can ask people to help you make decisions, not for you, but with you. Making choices can empower you so that you can keep moving forward and living well with dementia.
Well, I guess first, get up with a smile on your face. Um, it's it's hard. It's hard to really. What is it to you? What is it? It is your life. I mean, you can't say you're just going to go do what you did to. You don't have what the future is that you had before. It's gone.
In this journey, unfortunately, I've lost a lot of friends to dementia and illnesses related to dementia. And I've watched some people retire after they've been diagnosed and just have a caregiver just do what they want to do to that person. And it didn't make me feel good to watch. I said, you know what? I need to encourage them to pay attention to me. And I have it in writing. Matter of fact, I just ordered a book on Amazon. It's 3,000 Things About Me. Pay attention to me, because I may not be able to verbalize, but just know I'm still in there. I firmly believe that I'll still be in there. My people are still in there. Make me comfortable.